The shimmering water of a hotel pool is often one of the first things travelers imagine when daydreaming about their getaway. Whether it's a rooftop infinity pool overlooking a city skyline or a modest rectangle tucked behind a roadside inn, the promise is always the same: relaxation, refreshment, and a touch of vacation luxury. But beneath that inviting surface lies a more sobering truth, one that has less to do with sunbathing and more to do with biofilms, inconsistent oversight, and questionable maintenance schedules. Because while hotel pools look clean, that doesn't necessarily mean they are. Unlike public municipal pools, which are typically overseen by local health departments and must meet stringent safety codes, hotel pools exist in a regulatory gray zone that can vary wildly depending on where you are. Some states require regular inspections and meticulous water testing, while others might only perform a checkup if there's been a complaint, or worse, an outbreak. And if you're staying at a small, privately run establishment, you're often relying entirely on the diligence or laziness of whoever has been assigned to take care of the pool, which may be the same guy who restocks the vending machines and occasionally chases raccoons out of the dumpster. Hotel pools are often judged by sight and smell. If the water's clear and there's that familiar chlorinated tang, most guests assume it's safe. But clarity and chemical aroma can be misleading. Chlorine only works if it's present at the right concentration and balanced with other factors like pH. It also doesn't instantly kill pathogens. It needs time. And then there are the pathogens that don't care how much chlorine you dump in, particularly Cryptosporidium, which is a repeat offender in hotel pool outbreaks and can survive standard chlorine levels long enough to set up shop in your intestines for days. One of the biggest issues is that hotel pool maintenance is frequently inconsistent. Large resorts may have professional staff who check water chemistry multiple times a day, keeping pH and disinfectant levels in a tight range and monitoring for signs of contamination. But at many mid-range and budget hotels, water testing might happen once a day or less. In some cases, pool logs are filled out with such regularity that you'd think they were forged by a time-traveling robot from 1986. And if there's a sudden influx of children, a splash-happy pool party, or even a quiet fecal incident that no one notices, well, good luck. And it's not just the pool itself that harbors risk. Hot tubs, often the crown jewel of hotel leisure, are a perfect storm of warm water, skin oils, body hair, and high bather loads. The result? Prime breeding grounds for Pseudomonas aeruginosa, the bacteria responsible for hot tub rash and sometimes even Legionella, which can cause a severe form of pneumonia. Most guests step in with full confidence, but even a quick soak in an improperly maintained hot tub can leave you with an itchy souvenir you never wanted. To make matters more exciting, not all hotels have trained staff who understand how to correctly operate filtration systems or balance disinfectants. Some use outdated equipment. Others skip regular backwashing, cleaning the filter, which leads to biofilm buildup, basically slimy microbial cities clinging to pool walls and pipes where pathogens can party undisturbed. In these microenvironments, bacteria can multiply despite the presence of chlorine, forming stubborn communities that require aggressive cleaning to eliminate. What about water testing? Ideally, chlorine and pH should be checked several times daily, more if the pool is heavily used. But in many hotels, testing kits are outdated, or no one bothers with precision. Chlorine might be measured with test strips that offer vague color indicators, leading to either underdosing, welcome to Germville, or overdosing, enjoy your red eyes and burning lungs. And if someone does report an issue, like cloudy water, skin irritation, or a suspicious smell, the response time varies from immediate action to someone will look into it next Tuesday. Travelers also often forget that hotel pools, by nature, cater to a constantly changing population. Unlike your neighborhood swim club, where hygiene expectations and member behavior are somewhat predictable, hotels see guests from all over the world, with different norms and, let's be honest, varying showering habits. Many guests hop straight into the pool without rinsing off sweat, sunscreen, deodorant, or whatever was clinging to them from that 5-hour road trip. This delightful cocktail of personal care products reacts with chlorine to form disinfection byproducts, which can irritate the skin, eyes, and lungs, and, in poorly ventilated indoor pools, become airborne irritants. So, how can you protect yourself? While you can't do a chemical test yourself without looking like a rogue epidemiologist, there are signs of a well-maintained pool: clear water, a faint, not overpowering, chlorine smell, and the presence of visible testing equipment or posted chemical logs. Avoid pools that look cloudy, have slimy surfaces, or smell like a bleach factory. Take a quick shower before and after swimming, avoid swallowing water, and for the love of clean filtration, don't let your toddler in the pool if they've had recent stomach trouble. If you're feeling bold, ask the front desk how often the pool is tested. If they look confused or say, "We think it gets checked," sometimes that's your cue to slowly back away. In the end, hotel pools aren't necessarily unsafe, but their safety depends almost entirely on human behavior, both the staff and the guests. And as we all know, humans are not always the most hygienic species in chlorinated environments. So go ahead, take a dip. Just maybe don't cannonball into the deep end with your mouth open.